And I'll share an awkward moment that leads out of our last job that just happened, that I don't think you've heard the story yet. We finished 2 days doing motion capture, performance capture on this game that involved stunts and combat and weapons and, all this stuff that, has the potential for getting hurt. And I didn't get hurt at all, which I was very proud of. And I went straight that day that I know. No, it's too late to knock. You haven't heard the end of the story yet. So I got cut early that day because I wrapped early, and so I was able to make it to a voiceover session that I didn't think I was going to be able to go to. So I ran to the voiceover session. I get in. The cast is already there. It's a group record. So I sort of go off to the side. I don't want to they're all in their zone. And I walk over to the side and I sort of wave at everybody. And I go over near the wall where there's some room, and I put all my junk down on the floor. And then I get up, and there's a big flat screen TV above my head that I wasn't paying attention to. And I went right on the corner where you don't want to hit it. But the whole cast is looking at me. So my body gets flooded with adrenaline. And I'm like, and they're like, oh my God, are you okay? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm fine. No, don't worry about it. In the meantime, I'm thinking, I think I have a head injury. And so I'm like, it's okay, it's fine, it's above my head. And I go over and I take my place, behind my mic, and I feel that. I'm like, oh. And I do this, and I look, and it comes away, red. And I'm like, and I just grab it as nonchalantly as possible. I grab a tissue and I put it up to my head. And Phil Lamar, who was in the he goes, Yuri, man, you okay? And I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm just. Are you bleeding? Yeah, you know what? It's just a little bit. It's really fine. And I'll show you because you're up here. It's horrible. Oh my God! and I get home and Tara's like, oh, I think we have to take you to the hospital. I'm like, no, I have to go to Phoenix Comicon. So instead I just came to Phoenix Comicon and will probably hemorrhage to death. But this scar will always remind me of Phoenix Comicon. So there you go.
I think it's shaped like a D for dedication.